The moon sits low above the hickory line. Clear liquid fire burning smooth and fine. We unscrew the lids of these mason jars. Two shadows drifting under ancient stars. No heavy secrets weighing on the floor, just the night breeze kicking at the door. The lone wolf and moose side by side. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide, just two shiners sipping on mason jars. The lone wolf and moose, keeping it real. Pass the jar and let the spirit flow. Never no drama or stress, just two friends having fun where the wilder rivers start to flow. No storms to chase and no debts to pay. We found the light in a different way, keeping it real in the velvet dark. From a single match to a steady spark, just two souls in a holy state, leaving the world outside the gate. I see the reflection in the dusty glass, watching the heavy season slowly pass. You don't need a map when you're already there, breathing in the sweetness of the mountain air. The moose stands steady and the wolf stays true. The old ways are better than the brand new. No frantic motion and no bitter tongue, just the same song that the timber sung. Pass the jar and let the spirit flow. Never no drama or stress, just two friends having fun where the wilder rivers start to flow. No storms to chase and no debts to pay. We found the light in a different way, keeping it real in the velvet dark. From a single match to a steady spark, just two souls in a holy state, leaving the world outside the gates. With the lone wolf and moose.
And good evening. You go.
Hey, little one.
She sees you. Now you want to hear something cute? While I was up there with you and Paul and Lane, and when I got home from up there, when I walked in the door, first thing this one here does is come gives me a big old hug, like she knew something was wrong. They told her Mr. Paul had went to be with Jesus and blah blah blah. Anyway, first thing she says out of her mouth, I miss Mr. Paul already. That's it, about tore me up. And every night she tells me, I miss Mr. Paul. I miss Mr. Paul.
That's because she don't get to see him and aggravate him.
Hey.
And we have a puppy dad too.
And if he didn't do nothing else before he left this world, he finally, I think, got her name right. He called her Savannah and everything else before finally, right there at the end, he finally got her name right. Hey. All right, we'll get out the face.
I'm a big sister too.
Oh, you want to tell her all
Yay.
about? You want to tell her all about that real fast? Tell her about you finding out about it.
I am having a baby sister.
You don't know that. It might be a baby brother. It's a sister.
She says, no, a baby sister.
You know what my mama named already?
What?
Baby Bean.
Baby Bean.
Well, do you want me to tell you a story?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So, when I was little, let's see, how old are you again? 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I might have been your age because there's 5 years age difference between me and my sister. I went to see Santa Claus one day, and I told him I wanted not one, but 2 baby sisters for Christmas. Needless to say, I didn't get my baby sisters because my mama wasn't ready to have no baby. But when my sister did come along, I didn't want her then.
We had a puppy who died too. Her
I
name
know.
was Maple.
All right.
Bye. See you later.
Bye. Yeah,
Yeah, she-
Santa Claus looked at my mom and said, "Can I deliver?" And she said, "No."
Uh, let's see what we got shared here.
Yeah. I shared it to the groups. I
Okay.
see Mr. Anderson's on and has seen it, of course, my message, but he has not clicked on here yet.
He'll come when he's ready. We ain't rushing.
Yep.
We're American, not Russians. Anybody that wants in knows how to get in here.
Well, I sent the link to Jim and to Earl. I know Earl will usually come on a little later.
Mr. Toby Mandela likes to pop his head in. I like Toby. Oh, I ain't even copied and pasted the link yet, I don't think. Dumbass.
And I'm assuming that John was John Johnson. That was on last night. Was that who that was?
I asked, I don't know. We have to dig a little into that when we talk to him again. He seemed like he'll be back. I'm not. He told me he was.
I sent John Johnson the link.
Okay, well,
And
that's
then
probably.
he came in.
Yeah, that's. I'd never met him before, but hopefully he'll come back and hopefully enjoy the time here.
Yep.
But
Paul would know.
nonetheless, I wasn't sure about who he was, and I asked him, and he told us a little bit, but we didn't go into a lot of detail.
Toby says he's fixing to go to bed.
Who did? Toby did?
Yeah.
Well, okay then, Toby.
You just go to bed.
Well, I see you over there. I was going to send you the link, brother. Nonetheless, you're always welcome.
Hey, stop.
I think my wife's looking for a pan or something in here.
No, the doggies were barking at each other. I'm done.
Where you at tonight, Toby? You home?
In a washer? No, mine. Your dad didn't go out and get any.
No, I didn't go get any.
Yeah, I need a pot. I need 2 because I got another load. Hey, can you please stop with that?
What? That's the dog on the jail's dog.
Oh, I thought that was
They've been up this early this morning, north of Memphis, Tennessee.
Is Christina not liking the little squeaker?
She thought the baby was in here playing with it in the living room, making noise while I was live.
Can I see? She's got a little tiny, it ain't but about that big moose, and it comes with an interchangeable squeaker, and she just carries it around in her mouth and squeaks it.
Mm. I'm
It
going to
might
talk
be a
to
slow night.
I'm going to talk to Macy this week, I think, and see when we can get her on here. They've been. I ain't bothered them yet because they've been stag hunting in New Zealand and at the lake every weekend, and their daughter's been she's been wrestling for school, and she's been doing real good. And I guess she's still wrestling, going to all kind of. She don't want all kind of damn state school champion or state championship. She just stepped. She just stepped out of her weight class and went and wrestling from. I think she was in the 115-pound class or something. Now she's wrestling kids at 130 pounds or something like that, and whipping up on the little boy. It's pretty cool to see them sharing it and stuff on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Me and her husband become pretty. I don't know. We clicked off pretty good whenever I did some work for him.
Well, that's
And I see everything. Well, I see everything that both of them post, but I watch every video he posts is about them kids. Man, he loves them kids.
yep.
But now she's playing softball or baseball or something. I don't know when. I don't know when she'll have time. Not to mention she's pretty. She got a lot of TikTok followers and does TikTok videos and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
I think I think he said she opened a coffee shop or something after she got out of the wrestling industry or whatever. And they doing investment properties. They're buying homes and fixing them up and reselling them and renting them out and leasing whatever all that does for them. Pretty cool.
Right.
They're cool people, both of them. See when we can get her on here, her and him, her or him.
Yep.
Get her on here to talk about him and him on here to talk about her. What y'all cooking up over there? Serena, please stop.
I hope I don't flip some of these people out because I had charged Paul's phone today. I sent him the link. Now I'm sending it out because I don't have some of those. So don't be freaked out.
Maybe what you need to go, maybe that's what you need to do. Go through his friends list and just text Paul and say, "Hey, I'm still here, fuckers. Come watch me on
Right?
Saturday night. Y'all come watch me and my homie." So I seen that thing that Lane posted about the junior. About junior. Is he bringing that mask back this year? Is that a mask that's been out of circulation or something for a year or two? How's that?
Longer than that. That was Paul's mask.
Right. That's where I'm going with it. I remember y'all telling me that Junior was Paul's favorite
Yep.
clown. You know what I'm saying? That he messed with.
Yep. And
So
we cannot find it. To be honest, so Paul found that.
Miss April said, "Hey, Toby." Hi, Toby. Zach said, "What's up, Dad? What's up, son?"
And
Michelle was having an internet problem.
yeah, just a little bit, I guess. Or you are, and you don't realize it.
I'm not the one. I'm not the one keep disappearing. You are.
No, you're disappearing on my end.
I keep having to add you back to the screen every time you disappear, or have
But
to add you back to the scene.
he found it. I think told me one time he found it at Big Lots. It's probably 20 some years old.
All right.
And it had started to rip in the back. And Paul decided when it started to rip, he'd put it up. But Lane wants to bring it back one time, at least one day this year. So,
Well, maybe he'll get lucky and the people that he does all that with, like he'll like that, you know what I mean? And let him run with it for as long as it'll go. Might be a new character that they'll like, you know what I mean?
but Lane's afraid if they go to recreate it, then somebody else would wear it.
Well, I mean, with that being said, hell, Paul would be honored to let, I guess, for somebody to think enough of him to try to steal something like that from him, you know, in a sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it was an act of Congress to get Lane to be able to wear that mask one time.
Yeah, that's what
I mean, it always.
Paul was finicky about that mask, yeah.
Yes. I've only got 2 pictures of somebody else in that mask, and both of them were my boys. So, and Lane was, oh God, Lane might have been 12 if he was that old. But yeah, because I've got him and.
I need to find out right now why we ain't got a lot going on, how to stop these comments from staying up here. I don't know how long they set up the program to stay up there.
Oh.
I had it set to where they just stayed for
A second or two, yeah.
well, I had them set for like 15 or 20 seconds, but now they just stay up there until I remove them every time. And I don't remember how in the frig I did it. I had to get my wife to look on Google it right quick and tell me how to do it. But yeah, they stay up there until I take them off now.
Are they good?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I mind seeing the comments, but
Ow.
and me and Paul had that background that we picked. I'm gonna work on that sometime and see if I can't get it back up in for us.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go blonde. I'm gonna have like this under part here blue. This probably blue. Oh, this.
Doing hair again Sunday night.
I did my hair yesterday.
Yeah.
And it didn't strip very well.
Paul's seen him do hair around him many times.
No, I should have my own podcast.
Yeah, she's
hair.
Hannah's hair.
Hannah's hair podcast.
Gets her hair done about every 2 months. Not even, probably.
Yeah. The only thing, so I went and had mine done. What was it? Wednesday. We were off.
Make your phone's ringing.
And I can't hear Paul tell me, your hair smells when she puts apple on my hair.
Apple?
Yeah. Paul only used apple baby shampoo.
Oh, okay.
But no, see, if you notice, I've had my spiral put in, and he does
see
not
it.
like the smell of perm. But she would always put apple in my hair, and he still said it stunk.
I don't know.
Yeah, she said Paul was real peculiar about his apple baby hair shampoo or whatever. Because
And I got a whole bottle of that in there.
I was going to leave for the break. Oh, okay.
See, isn't Uncle Moonshine's live too
Well, I talked
tonight.
to him about it.
Yeah, they
I
got
didn't know that was the day you were leaving.
two uncles in a jar. Yeah, that's tonight.
Yeah.
That's tonight. And then you got Frey and them got theirs, and
Mm-hmm. So
I
like
think
I
so.
said, we'll have a slow night.
Yeah, it's all right. It can be a slow night. It can be a short night. I'm good with both of that. We ain't
Yeah,
got
I'm
to go
probably gonna
late
need help.
tonight.
I gotta
When
get it
when you
first,
got
but
work
it's
the
real
next
big.
morning, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Not yet.
But with that being said,
Big.
somebody needs to step their damn head on in here and speak to us.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna take at least 6 or 7 days.
I fell on the floor from you.
Oh, that's big. Missing Hilton Head Plantation.
We eating hoe cakes and corn syrup.
And I just don't know if I got it yet. I got to turn the bid in. It was good.
Let's see who's out there. Let me look at my list over here and see who I can send some invites to.
Yep. I sent everybody I could think of without scaring a bunch.
I got the towels. You got the towels done? Okay. Dang.
Serena, you need to be careful, girl.
Like David Dance said the other night. I think it was David Dance said he was gonna come on here with us one night.
Yep.
I'll find out. But apparently the 28th,
I
the
see
27th
shadows.
and 28th is busy.
I see Shadow's back out the hospital. And I seen him the other night on the militia
Busy for
podcast.
inspections.
Is he doing okay? I mean,
I assume so. I just stuck my head in for a minute. I was like, I don't know, in between something and something, and I just seen he had commented. I assume he's doing.
I know you know how to do
doing
it, but
better
you
than he
just wanted
was.
to go over some whatever. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I might not have to go. I don't know. I'll find out.
where's she gonna have to go?
I don't know. I'm not paying any attention.
Hilton had to do inspections.
Oh, he'll need
For
to
a
do.
box.
He'll need to do inspections or something.
I'm just paying attention. I mean, I told him not to do inspections. He just said that the 27th and 28th was real busy for them. I only have 2 turns right now those days.
Roy Collier. What's going on, Mr. Roy Collier? Straight jacket. I can send you a link if you want it. I didn't know you
Well,
was
Hannah's going.
sitting over there watching. I got you coming though.
Huh? Saturday and Sunday? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I do think that you have 2 on Friday.
And there you go.
2 turns and 1 condo on Saturday. But possibly have to go back out there on the 28th.
I just sent you a link, Roy.
There's a lot of
Straight jacket.
Won't you be gone?
one of the business stuff.
Let me see what we got here.
She's back.
Oh, that's you.
She's leaving.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's next.
that's my oldest son
She's leaving Thursday.
wearing the mask.
I hear you.
And then she'll be back in 5 days. Y'all go on a 5-day cruise?
Yeah, I had to say that picture.
Oh, they'll be back Monday.
Oh yeah.
God,
I've got one that I'm gonna print out of carrying that
Did you hear my
mask.
question?
What? You
He's
might be
got,
right here. Do you want me to do it?
oh, that's Mr. Palmer.
Hey.
Mr. Palmer, you need to turn your camera on.
Straight Jacket said, ding, ding, ding. I'm drinking coffee tonight, Straight Jacket. Ain't got into the liquor yet. Uh-oh. Then he disappeared. You told him to turn the camera on. He said, the hell with y'all.
Maybe he didn't realize it was off. Because it sounded like he was strumming his guitar.
Yeah, well, he might accidentally thought he was going to his OnlyFans and come here instead. Hey, oops, wrong place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to be sad if I can't find that one of Lane. It comes up in my memories every now and then, but I don't.
You might want to resend Kevin the link. That might have been the problem. Is he like sometimes when they try to come in from the link from last night, it gives him a little difficulty.
Yep.
And that's probably what he just experienced right there. Send him a better link. Or just send him the same day. Just all the numbers and all that normally show the same thing. Like that's how Uncle Moonshine and them get in. He keeps just coming in through the same link all the time. He's done got it. I guess he's on a computer though. I guess makes a little difference. I don't know.
If it's the same or not, because I hit regenerate and get a new one. Hey, Apple Rye.
Apple Rye, you want a link? Come on in here.
I sent him the link, and I think I sent it from Paul's phone, so hopefully he didn't.
No, he understands. He knows that. I have tried my damnedest to post a link in the comments, like so. I don't know if you'll see it on your phone or whatever, or even if you'll see it on your end. Like right there, I just posted our link in the comments. Do you see that?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I don't know that anybody's been able to get in that way yet.
But I wonder if it is on there on the actual live.
I don't know. That's what me and Paul were talking about one night, because I think he looked and said that he didn't see
I'll
it.
check for you.
He didn't see it on there. That's what me and Paul were talking about.
I don't see no link.
Yeah, it says it comes from.
The last thing I see is from Apple Rye.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I'm showing it in my comments over here.
Yeah. I don't know.
See, I can show it on the screen.
Mama's giving me some corn flavor. Mama said I need a bowl in this.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a
Yeah, I wish I could figure that part of it out. I don't know if that comes with a different payment plan or than what we got or what that. But I did turn the thing on. We were having problems with people being able to like you being able to share it to other pages. It wasn't sharing to like Uncle Moonshine was having problems sharing our live to his page and stuff when he was on here. And I found a button that I had to click last night or not for whenever. Well, last night I think it was. I found a button to click to where everybody could share it to their page while we were live.
Oh, I just go onto your Facebook and hit the share button.
Yeah, well, I guess that's one way to do it, but now you should be able to share this like from you to your page. You should be able to share it now, saying that you're live on your page.
Oh,
You follow what
I
I'm
don't know
saying?
about all that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure either. I found a switch or a button last night when I was doing all the relog in shit.
I am kind of illiterate when it comes to some of that myself.
I am too, but I'm learning a little more and more. Honestly, I wish I could take my little laptop down to Orlando and sit down with Uncle Moonshine and let him show me a few tricks and stuff that he probably can't walk me through. Just tell him he might be able to, and I'm gonna pick his brain about it. Him or Damon wanted it, like how he was sharing.
Oh, make sure you take your laptop because Damon will be in Louisiana.
Yeah, I'm bringing. I'm bringing my laptop, her laptop, and her damn iPad.
Well, I'll have my iPad and laptop. I have to have the laptop for printing off shirts and stuff. So
And that's what I need. We need to. I got a few T-shirts that I need to bring back with me
Serena, why do you have water all in
if we
that?
got time to run them while you're down there.
yep.
Why don't you
I got
dump
a
that
few
out and
people
put some
wanting
water in a
some
cup and just pour it in there? You don't have to walk with that full of water. You're gonna spill it.
of both Moose, the Lonewolf and Moose
Your mom
show,
said she
and
told you to hold on, put it on the counter
Yeah.
before you spill it.
So
I wish that you
ordered
realize how
I've
loud you are.
ordered some more of that.
You spill water
The
all over the floor.
Lone
Yeah.
Wolf.
Not
You know better.
spill it on the floor. Just wait for your mama to get out.
I ordered more of the Lone Wolf. I ordered mine and Christina's logo.
Yeah, I got to have that.
Well, right now there's only going to be two until they can get my image right. So
What's she gonna wear?
she's got me and her's got.
See, hey, everybody can get to see them boobies this weekend. She ain't got no shirt to wear.
And then of course I'll have extra of the rest in peace for Paul, that if they want it on their sleeve, like I know Mama April and Jim both want it on theirs. So I'll have those for there. I can go ahead and print off some of the Lone Wolf and have down there.
I got in my damn truck the other day and lifted up my armrest. I knew I had put some, not a bunch of stickers that I got, baby. I knew I put a little stack up somewhere in my truck. I thought I had put them in my armrest in my truck. And I got my truck the other day and I opened up the armrest. It was like 2 stickers. And I was like, fuck, somebody done got all my goddamn stickers out of here. Jason Bartolozzi sent me a couple of stickers and I went to put them in my little liquor
How about you gave me a stack full?
cap. Yeah, I give you 5 or 6 of them. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give you a couple of them. I didn't know. Yeah, I knew Lane might. I was hoping Lane would want one, and you would put one somewhere.
Yeah.
I knew you'd want one, and throw them around.
And then
Yeah.
my friend Joyce saw it and she wanted one. So
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'd like for it to be on everybody's car or toolbox or whatever. I give my son. He works at the Honda place or whatever, and I give him a jar or two to take up there. He said he want to take up there and let them guys taste it, and a couple of stickers. And them boys up there got stickers, and damn, he keeps his jar in the damn toolbox at work. And there's 3 or 4 of them boys that they got stickers on their toolboxes and on their cars. A couple of my buddies got them on their cars. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But everybody that sees me want the T-shirt. But you know how that T-shirt shit is. Everybody wants you to damn. Most of them, when they say they want a T-shirt, is they want you to give them a damn T-shirt, and I understand that. But at the same time, people got to understand. Goddamn it costs $20 to make that son of a bitch.
Yeah. So they're not cheap.
And then I don't make the motherfuckers. If I made them, I might could afford to almost give them away. But if I got to get them made, I ain't fitting to ask nobody to do nothing for me for free. So therefore, if you want a shirt, you got to give me some goddamn money. I don't mind you having a shirt. Yeah. Roof, roof. She ain't paying me no damn attention.
No, she heard my phone go off. Well, it was Facebook, but
I'm gonna figure these comments out where I can keep them some bitches. Wish there was an auto damn where they come up as they come in, they pop up on the screen, but I guess they don't do that. Let's see here. We're gonna find something here in a minute.
Apple Ride, I'm not sure if you're still on, but did you finish all your runs?
I'm gonna miss the comments for a minute. I'm gonna find this damn button. That ain't it. Display comments at the top. I don't know what that is. Well, and now it's just me here. He said, yeah, I finished. After I said, yeah, I finished. Had the flu since Wednesday at least. I've had medicine for it, Michelle. Laugh out loud. Well, damn. We're going to play flip-flop all night.
And I said I will.
Well, after I hope you're feeling better.
I'm gonna get cards into you right now.
Okay, you gotta review the numbers.
Okay.
I need to check out.
Yeah, I can't figure out how to get these damn comments to.
Delivery address.
Uh-oh, now I got them showing. If I didn't change nothing else, I changed where the comments is at.
I see that.
I don't exactly know. I don't exactly know how I did that. Let me see if I can find that again.
Oh man.
Yep. I done lost where I had that at too. I guess that's where we're gonna see the comments at till I figure that one out.
Yep. I have no clue what you done.
I know what I done, but I don't know where I was at when I done it.
Well, Apple-Rye, I'm glad you've had medicine for it. That's for sure. Me and Lane were talking earlier about the way this weather's going to be. Like today, it's been pretty here, but like tomorrow, it's supposed to get cold again, and everybody's going to get sick. And Lane said, "Well, at least we'll get over it quicker than everybody else."
Apple Rye said he don't see the link anywhere.
Now I know I sent it to him. I just
Let
don't
me
know
see.
if I sent it to him under me or Paul.
Then I'll send it to him right quick. Give me just a second. I'll have you in the game, in the mix.
I just sent it to him. So I think I sent it to him under Paul. That might have been what freaked him out.
I just sent it to him too. Yeah, I don't know how I got them comments at the top of the screen now, but I did it.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy. Now I can't figure out where I went to get it up there. Uh-oh.
We'll figure it out later.
I guess we will. I damn sure did it though. I don't know how.
I don't even know where you would even go to start trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I got to figure out where I did that at.
I figured that one out.
I found where I did it at.
Yep. Now,
I think I found where I did it at. It's flip under the comment. Oh, you turned it off?
I did.
Okay, you found it.
But I was trying to see if there's a time.
Yeah, that's where I was. It's a timer somewhere in here, but I don't remember where it was at. Because I had it set up before where, like I say, it showed for 25 seconds or something like that before it would fall off the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Banners and logo, date and time. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll find it eventually.
Yeah, that one I don't know.
In the meantime,
There's Rye Daddy.
there's Ride Daddy.
Hey. What's up? Just the camera here a little bit.
How you feeling tonight, brother?
I'm a little better than what I was.
That's
A little
good.
better. I've had a rough week.
Well, this weather ain't helped nobody.
Well, yeah. Now, a friend of mine, we run liquor together, and his daughter babysitted, and we all smoked together, so we just kind of passed something around, I guess. So I
Yeah,
kind
I
of got
know.
a
I understand how that goes.
yeah, but it is what it is.
I understand how that goes 100%. When one person in this house gets sick, it's got to run its course through the whole house.
That's it. I don't go around a lot of people, but kind of the ones that went around because they don't have it, so I got it too.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a couple runs off last week. I made some different multi-grain liquors. I made it into whiskey and stuff.
Anything knock your socks off?
Oh yeah. I got some stuff I'm aging right now. It's about 115 proof. It's pretty good stuff. It's a rye and it's got plums and raisins in it. It's different and it's actually mixed with a barley with honey, so it's pretty good. So I've been
I,
using a
I
few
just
premium names.
I just put down a rice and honey.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Rice is different. I mean, there for a while, I was making a lot of sake shine and shit, just to fucking do it for shits and giggles. So I'll
did it turn out good for you?
yeah. Rice is a different animal. It's kind of hard to get the alcohol content out of it.
Right. I'm
If
I'm,
you
I'm
learn to,
going to learn that because I got plenty of it.
yeah, I found out if you learn to substitute a little bit and use a little bit of brown sugar or some different stuff in it and bring out, it kind of works well. So
What I did was I did about a 40-gallon mash maybe, and I put maybe a little more, a little less, but I put 40 pounds of sushi rice and
yeah,
5-gallon bucket of baker's honey,
yeah,
and
that's all.
it smells amazing. I was gonna run it today, but I had to go get propane and all that shit, so I canceled my plans.
I'm excited to see how it turns out for you.
Yeah, I am too. It smells amazing. The mash, it smells good.
I like rice. I like sake shine. I like working with it. So
They say it's a smooth drink. I don't know.
it is pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. Like I said, it's just hard to get much out of rice, but it's a smoother. It kind of reminds me a lot of kind of like oats. Oats smooth. You know,
That's
oats
what,
are
that's what I've heard. I've heard rice compared to oats a lot,
yeah,
and I've heard a lot of people using rice in place of oats for the same principles. You know what I mean? And
sure. Yeah.
that's why whenever somebody stopped by here with a bed of the pickup truck leveled off with rice, I said, "Yeah, I'll take it."
You damn right. You damn right. Yeah, I'll take all the rice I can get because I can do something with it. And
Yeah,
I mean, really, honestly,
I
if
wound
it's pulp, it'll ferment.
up with about 800 pounds of rice that day.
Well, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Come
And
over and dump it in my backyard. I'll shovel it into the mash barrel.
I give some to Chad Grant, Kenny Parker, and they took it home with them and asked a few questions about it. Everybody kept telling them, no, that's the wrong kind of rice. So they give what they had to the church as a to the food bank. And
Right.
I hung on to mine. And then when I mashed it in, I put it in the pot and I cooked the corn cook the rice like you do corn for 90 minutes, and well,
Hmm.
I wasn't going to stand there and wait for the heat to come back down on it. So I just put the lid on my pot and come in the house and I left it till the next
There
morning.
you go.
When I got
There
back
you go.
the next morning and took the lid off that pot, boy, you could have made anything you wanted. That was the prettiest pot of rice I ever cooked in my life. It done sucked up all the water. It was just pretty just sitting there in that pot.
That's
And
right. That's right.
I stuck my damn paddle down in it. It was like rice pudding. I was like, fuck. I said, well, this damn enzyme here is supposed to help, thin shit out. I'm gonna try it. So I put it all
Yeah.
in. I globbed it over in my barrel, and I put that enzyme in that motherfucker, and put the mixture, and instantly it watered back up.
Well, I mean, hey, man, it's making liquor. It's all trial and error.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, you put shit in there, and if it's
just
false, it'll ferment.
I treated it just like you do corn. I put the alpha and the glucose in it, and then everybody said daddy yeast wasn't a good yeast for it, but that's what I had. I had daddy and Fleischmann's, and I mixed me up some daddy. I did.
Honestly, I mean, most of your grains, I like the dry active distiller's yeast, and fucking fruits, I like Fleischmann's. And, I
Yeah,
mean, some of the yeast, E118 ain't bad when you're using the fruits, but I have different yeast for different things I like to do with, and I'm sugar shining it up and going to make a vodka or something. I'm a fan of the turbo yeast for that, but um, all in all, I have different yeast sets for what I like to
I,
do, and
I
they
hadn't, I
work
hadn't,
well for me.
I hadn't branched out into. I've used the EC 1118 on my fruits before. I've used daddy on my
Yeah,
fruit before. I've used Fleischmann's on my fruit before.
yeah.
Honestly, it was all on different fruits. Like I used Fleischmann's on my pears that turned out amazing, amazing pear brandy. It was
But
fucking fruit.
my granddaddy always told me, he said, use a dry acid. Back then, I mean, back in that day, we didn't have, the dry acid distillers yeast per se,
Right.
but you had Red Star dry active yeast, or you have Fleisch dry active. And he always told me, use your dry active yeast for your grains and use your Fleischmann's or your bread yeast for your fruits. And it's always worked well over the years. And then I've kind of learned to adapt to that because you had new strains of yeast coming out in distillers, and you got
Right.
more of a now we can get anything we want. I mean,
Yeah.
we push a button, we pay for it by
Yeah.
credit card, and I
Yeah.
mean, I'm working with premium grades nowadays that I didn't have back then.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand. And that's just like the liquor making. Back when they was making that corn, yellow corn, yellow corn, yellow corn, yellow corn. They didn't have access to all the shit that we do nowadays to them experiment
That's
with.
exactly right.
You couldn't
And
get them.
imagine all the good liquor that was cranked out back then.
Yeah, yeah, you couldn't get on the internet and order Hickory
Yeah.
King and Jimmy Red and shit. They had to
Well,
find
you
them.
use what was readily available. Anything with pulp in it would ferment. You make liquor out of it. If it was available that time of year, you got it. You made liquor out of it,
That's
and
right.
that's what I've always learned to adapt to and from.
It's
And
easy.
nowadays, I have everything at my fingertips, which makes it so much better, and
Yeah,
it makes me get to experiment. I
yeah,
get to use it. I mean, I get to buy $3 and $4 a pound grains and experiment with them, and I love it because hell, it all turns to gold. Because once you're used to working with fucking cheap grain, anything you can get,
yeah,
to, hey, I got premium grain, man, you can really go wild with it.
yeah. When you can go from fucking yellow corn to Jimmy Red and
There you go, there you go.
with the
Jimmy
click of
Red,
a
Bloody
button, it makes
Butcher.
it crazy.
I'm a fan of Bloody Butcher and Rye together, used in certain ways. I mean, there's certain corns that I do like.
Well, let me
Um,
ask, being as you like rye so much, you be the man for me to ask. I got a bag, a 50-pound sack of annual rye.
uh-huh.
Is, is that good to do? Is that good? Is that good to use, or is that something that?
Yeah, I tell you what to do is, and here's a rule of thumb, and because we have access to everything nowadays, and you get a grain like that, so the annual rye and stuff, you can look that up, and you can see what kind of diastatic power that rye holds, what that grain's capable of, what temperature you need to cook it at, everything, and where you need to hold it, and that'll help you in that when you're doing rye. But what you got to think with
I've
that
just, I've
too
just heard
is,
I've just heard people say that some of the ryes that you use to give it a grassy taste.
yes, some of
And
them do,
I
and
was
that's like I said, research your grain. Like if you want to, I've been like I said, I've been reaching out, I've been ordering things I've never had. I've been into the breeze rye grades here lately and stuff called BREES,
yeah,
and ordered stuff some plums, raisins in it, some of it honey rye, this and that. Do your research on it, read about it, and think about what you're going to add that with, how you're going to do that, and how much you will really want it to come through, so it's not overbearing, but enough to where you want the rye to come through. And do your research on your stuff because now we got all the resources at our fingertips, and that makes it so much easier.
Crystal, you have to
Rather
come.
than us paying $3-4 for a pound for grains, and then you just throw them in an experiment, and you might screw something up.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying?
right. And that's the way I got this bag was I built pole barns and stuff, and there was a farmer and around here they use that annual rye as a cover crop after
Yeah.
after the
I
combine.
like the annual rye. I've used it. I had good luck with it. I had good luck cooking it about 150 to 60 degrees for 40 to 60 minutes, and let it set steep. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just certain temperatures that are bringing it out, and your amylase and everything, getting your diastatic power out in it, but also retaining that flavor.
Right.
Um, a lot of guys, I don't know if I can't say I'm wrong on this, but I know I'm kind of right on it. Is everybody wants to convert everything 100% when they're doing grains? That's not actually always true.
Right.
Because once you start converting everything 100%, you lose because you're breaking that grain, you're breaking that starch to sugars, and you're making nothing but alcohol. So
Right.
you want to retain some of that flavor. So sometimes you want to hold back a little bit. You want more of that flavor to come through, and not
I
completely.
do that. I do that with my corn, with my hickory king corn. I try not to get 100% conversion, if you say per se. You know what I'm saying? I try to leave
Right, and
flavor.
you get more flavor.
Right.
Yeah, and that's about any grain you learn to work with. Then when you take them, you put 2 or 3 or 4 of them together, or whatever you're doing, and figure out how much flavor each you want can make the combination. That's where you make a good liquor.
Right. And that's where that's where the experience and time comes into making
Yeah,
this shit. You got to keep trying it and trying it, and trying it, and being patient, and that's something that
yeah.
anything
And I mean,
anything that I do by myself. So
yeah.
patience wears a little thin sometimes, I guess you'd say. 'Cause
Well, I mean, for the first time in probably a lot of years, I work with a partner, and that's because we're best friends. And he's on the same page I am, and we'll just order shit once we're there. I'll say, hey, why don't we do this and let's take this percent of the. He'll let me sit down there and think about it for 20 minutes. I'll say, hey, let's use this percent of this grain, this grain, this grain, this grain. Let's cook this. Let's cook it. Let's do this, and let's bring this out this way. And it
that's what
seems to work good.
that's what I got to get in the habit. I got to get out of the habit of doing is quit using. You keep referring to percent. I go by pounds. I use I got to get my shit finer tuned. I guess you would say to where I could
Well,
percentage in pounds
once
is
you
a lot different.
once you get, and that's what I run a big steel. So once you get that down though, and you can work the same 3, 4 grains so many times, then you pretty much can go up and just eyeball it stuff about, hey,
Right.
I want this much in
Yeah.
here, that much in there, and it'll come to you. Dude. And it's just like riding a bike. And then when you say, hey, I remember working with this grain, I remember when I added what it brought me in this flavor. Okay, now I got these others. How much do I want to bring in? You know about what to use.
Right. Right. And Crystal Beasley says you need to come get some apple pie. I don't make apple pie, but you can come get something to make your own
Apple
apple
pie.
pie.
I've done so many apple pies in my life, and I'm just like so burnt out on it.
Yeah, I
Apple,
don't make the post flavored stuff.
yeah. And I made a lot of post flavored shit too, but that sells, and I still do. I mean,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong.
I
You'll
don't.
have to send her to Jim and April, Morgan.
Well, She just lives right around the. She don't live. Hell, if I went out and shot a pistol or something in the yard, she'd hear it go off. She lives that close across the creek from me. But yeah, I don't make the apple pies and stuff like that. But you can come get you something, and I'll tell you where to get the recipe from, and you can make whatever you want.
You said you can make you a neutral spirit and use TBT approved extracts and paste flavored stuff, and it sells all day. Don't get me wrong, and I
Yeah,
still make a lot of that because there's a lot of people that like that. But on the other hand, also still making my grains, my premium whiskeys, I also make fruits and brandies because there's certain clientele that they like that stuff. They know what they're drinking,
yeah.
and that's the ones that'll pay the money for the liquor.
I got to go grab me a pack of cigarettes. I'll be right back.
All right, all right.
He always leaves something out of his reach.
Yeah. Oh, I do too. I'm bad about it. That's a man. That's a
He
guy.
has to be because the since I took over, I go and I get my drink about 15 after 6 and I set it on the table and I make sure I've got cigarettes close to me and you know.
My problem is my drink don't ever last. I
Well,
don't run
mine's
to the
about gone,
refrigerator.
but I'll have to get up and put some bobbin in the embroidery machine, and I'll top it off. But
Right, right.
a lot of times it will last.
You feel like everything else is? Where do you want to push up?
I understand.
Now, but
You're doing pretty good now. I mean, you holding up, like you doing everything good for you now. I mean,
I'm still taking it one day at a time. It's about the best I can do. I know it's been a couple weeks, but it's still too fresh because there's so many unknowns with the whole situation. So
Well, I mean, it came a shock to us all. I mean, and it's just, I guess, life and what we got to bear with, and that's our cross to bear. So,
You gotta be able to.
I mean, he'll never be forgotten, and he'll always be loved in the Moonshine community. And I love him, and he thought a lot of me, and I really thought a lot of Paul. So, and I appreciate y'all having me.
Talking
you're very welcome. And he would have loved that he finally had you on here because he always talked about getting you on here. And I was like, I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Well, I get busy and I'm running here and there, and I get things mixed up, and it just so happened I've been sick and around the house all this week, and so I thought I'd pop in for a few minutes tonight and say hello and
Yeah.
stuff, and then I'm sorry I haven't got to come on, and I'll come on again just as soon as we get a chance and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on anytime you got the chance, buddy. You don't wait on me to invite you. Pop into the comments and tell me to send you the link, and you come on anytime. You're always welcome.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, man. It feels good to have family and be welcome, man. That's what the Moonshine community should be about: less drama and more brotherhood and helping one another and loving one another. That's all I've always tried to be about.
Yeah,
The more good you try to do, you got people try to drag you down, dude. But you just keep on keep being yourself. And,
you have to pop
you
in
know.
here when that damn
Yeah.
trouble.
The community pulled together so much that, with all this being a shock to us, and our son's like, wow, Mom, I didn't know he was that good into the community. And I'm like, well, that's because you stay in your room and you don't associate much with.
Right. Right. I mean, one of the first few times I ever talked to Paul, I mean, I took to him. I mean, we both watched the Redskins fans, and what I mean. Yeah, he is so bad at first.
That's for sure.
And Lonewolf up here, Morgan Sturt, I mean, I've always liked it. Good guys, man, good guys. You can tell who the good people are.
Yeah. And, him and Morgan took, they met through another podcast and they hit it off. And hence the reason, I was like, y'all do it together, on a Saturday night. So.
Yeah, it seemed to work out well. You seem to be getting some pretty good guests and stuff. And like I said, I don't always get to come in or whatever, but I always go back and watch. What y'all did and stuff. At least I come back and watch the podcast and stuff.
Well, we appreciate
that. We appreciate the hell out of it.
I've been working on this. I know we're actually going to, and I don't know if you know him. We're hoping to get Lego Kev on next weekend. He's a little 13-year-old boy who follows Kevin.
I don't, but I saw it. Yeah, I like what he does. Yeah, but I saw it.
Yeah.
The camera looks cloudy for some reason. I don't know why my camera looks so cloudy.
So we talked to him and his mom last night, in the comments. So we're hoping to get him on next weekend. So
yeah, he's amazing what he does with those Legos.
Yeah, I mean,
he built
the stage to look like a singer,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And that's, I mean, as a community, we should support all that. And we should support the youth and what he does. And he's very talented. I mean, distilling, if you do it so many times, you're a master of your own art. What makes a master distiller? He's done it so many times. I mean, you do something 100,000 times in your life, you're a master of your own art. This kid with these Legos, he's a master at it. He's great at it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think it's awesome that he does what he's doing.
I do too. He has a passion and he's very good at it.
And but he actually opened up a little bit at the Outer Banks this past year. And he was just so sweet, and he was reserved, but he was still just.
No more. Take the water down there and dump it out.
Yeah, I love it. And I like to see it. We should support the younger generation. That's our future. That's our future.
That is our future.
It looks dirty.
That is our future.
It is good.
And I
Yeah,
hope
they
I can
tell
get
you to
I hope I can get somebody that thinks enough of me to even take a picture with me, let alone make a damn Lego
There you
stage,
go.
a wrestling ring or something like that. Yeah, that's cool
There
as
you
fuck,
go.
man. That's
I
cool
feel
as
you, brother.
fuck.
Yeah, I feel you from there. I get it. I get it.
To have somebody
Yes,
that
sir.
looks up to you like that is probably an amazing feeling. You know what I mean? I got
Right.
grandkids. I got grandkids that look up to me like that, and that's an amazing feeling. But
I
just to have
don't have, but I'm hoping soon I will have. I got believe 25, 126. And yeah, I'm hoping someday give me some grandkids to play with. But I have friends that do, and I play a lot of pool and stuff. So they'll be nice. Like last Saturday night, I gave up my Saturday night. I didn't drink or anything. I went out and played pool with the youth. You know what I'm saying? Just to teach them to play pool. And that's our future.
that's right.
So there's a
Exactly.
lighter in there.
Yeah, put it in there.
That scared the shit out of me.
We got a
Yeah.
damn cigarette. We got a little cigarette bucket on the front porch. I'm sitting there smoking, and I put my cigarette over in the little bucket, and I put a cigarette lighter in it that wouldn't light earlier. And that cigarette lighter the cherry must have fell on that lighter and burned a hole in it. That goddamn bucket said, we scared everybody sitting out here on the porch.
Yeah, that's great.
That's Mr. Apple Rye.
This weather. Hey, how are you, sweetheart?
Good.
Good.
I'll
Good. You being
catch
a
you
good
later.
girl?
Catch you later.
All right. Get away from me. I'm smoking.
Oh,
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Hey, her. She's the podcast queen around here.
Hey,
Mhm.
that might be the next master distiller in 15 years.
It might be very well possible. She gets to visit with me every now and then in an undisclosed location, and she seemed to pay a little bit of attention at 4 years old.
Yeah.
She gonna start asking questions.
I'm
Give her
surprised.
another.
I'm surprised when I went to get a pack of cigarettes, took a pee a while ago. She wasn't in the chair when I got back. Normally, when I get out,
it's just playing in the water.
the chair and go to do something, she hops in the chair and talks to everybody on the screen while I'm gone.
That's all right. I've been still sight since I was 9, 10 years old, so I get it.
Isn't that his boyfriend Nathan?
Michelle is having internet problems tonight.
Yes,
Yeah.
she is.
She said it was me.
But see, I've got this on my phone as well, and it's not messing up. It's just the computer for some reason.
Is Lane home?
He is.
He
He's already
got-
in the bed. We got to be up and out the door by 3
I was
o'clock.
going to say you might be in there on that damn game. I have that problem sometimes when the boys on my game in the other room.
No.
Slows your internet down.
Yeah, that game's that damn Xbox or whatever sucks all the internet. That motherfucker's that's first priority as far as the internet goes.
Oh no, because I worked from home for so long on the computer, I made sure I got the highest
Ray?
package for my internet because
Yeah.
of him being a gamer.
Yeah, we do too. But that shit still goes to the Xbox first. that damn
Right.
that Xbox has got more RAMs and drives and shit than most computers. So whatever's pulling the strongest bytes or whatever the fuck it's called, that's what's gonna get it
Well, they
first.
got that shit so realistic. It takes a lot of stuff to drive that, and the graphics and everything. Some of that stuff anymore, you can't hardly distinguish reality from fake.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, they got shit on it. Some of them damn games just like you live.
Oh, I know. I can't imagine. I mean, back in the day when the kids were playing video games, versus back when I was a kid, I was like, "What? I can't do this. This is too much for me."
I grew up in the age of Donkey Kong and Pac-Man.
That's it. You put me on Donkey Kong, I'm a beast, buddy. I mean, but yeah, you take me away from Donkey Kong, I'm lost.
Yeah, Centipede, and Pac-Man and Donkey
Yeah.
Kong.
Yeah, I seen the Atari days. That was me.
Yeah, back from the damn Atari.
Yeah, asteroids.
Yeah, Asteroids and Galaga.
Yeah, that was it. That was the berries back in. Now some of the stuff they got's just unreal.
Yeah, I got a grown youngin in the bedroom in there that plays dinosaur games, and he is
Oh, yeah.
it's like crack to him, man. if he's awake, he's got to be on that fucking game. But he streams. He streams off of that shit too, and that makes it that much more damn addictive.
Sure, sure.
My little granddaughter, she runs around that all the time. My daddy makes me sick. I said, "What's wrong?" He's in there on that game. He never wants to pay attention to me. He wants to play that game, but he's heard me get on his ass. The baby's heard me tell him that shit so much. Get off the goddamn game and spend some time with your youngin'. Act like you don't even like her, and she'll come in and pop up. My daddy's been. He don't even like me today. He's on that game again.
Boy, I tell you, the way times has changed, everybody has their nose stuck in a screen. I mean,
Yeah, we all
it's
got
just
a
nobody
vice.
even sees the world around them.
Yeah, and there
Yeah,
goes
it's
Michelle
crazy.
again.
It is definitely crazy.
So you play on a pool team or you just go play?
I I go play in a few tournaments here and there, but and I play 3, 4, 5 nights a week. All my friends have pool tables, so
You
we
throw
all, you
darts
know, I
too?
mean, yeah, I mean, my shine partner, we got our still set up in the basement. We have a pool table, and we can run liquor and play pool at the same time. We have friends over and that
Hey,
type of thing. We're in bar set up there, so we do that. And so we do a lot of that. Then on the off nights when he's working and stuff, I go play in tournaments and stuff like that, chip tournaments and stuff. I'm
so you're not so
not
you're not on like a bar team or nothing.
No, I'm not in a league or a team, but I play like independent tournaments here and there and stuff.
Hey,
But
I know
I'm not that great.
I played on a bar team with a bar league one for a while. Played pool and throwed the soft tip darts.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I like darts too. Yeah,
Yeah,
barroom games I'm in. Yeah, I
yeah,
like them all.
yeah. My problem is that when I was in the tournaments, I caught myself violating the rules every time I play. I get drunk and goddamn touch a ball or something, and they call me out on it, and I get mad and want to show my fucking ass. So I got kicked off the team, and then I got stuck playing darts. Throwing darts because I couldn't play on the damn pool team, and I was at the bar and I started throwing darts, and then motherfucker, hell, it turned into where I got to arguing every time I went in there to that shit. I said, "Fuck it, I'm just too damn competitive for this sport."
Yeah, yeah, that's me. I'm pretty competitive. I suck, but I'm pretty
Yeah,
competitive.
that's me. I suck. I can't win, but goddamn it, yeah, y'all just got too many fucking rules for me to win.
Right, right, right. It took me a long time playing pool not to go up there and actually bump somebody else's ball or you
Yeah,
know what I
well,
mean, miscue.
When I shoot pool, I'm bad like on a scratch shot or something like that. I put the pool ball on the table, and then I move it around with the tip of my stick to put it where I want to. And I remember one night in particular that I did that at one of the tournaments. It was a big money tournament, and we had done advanced. We was like in the third round of the tournament, and
Uh,
in the final round. And I threw that ball up there after my opponent was scratched, and it was ball in hand. And I set my ball on the table, and I put my hands up there. And I moved the tip of the ball. I moved the ball with the tip of my stick to where I wanted it. And the girl that I was playing called shot, and I was like,
yeah.
"No, I didn't shoot. I was moving." She said, "You touched that ball with that tip of that stick. That shot." Blah blah blah. And it blowed up at that fucking bar. I got banned from the bar and could never come back to the bar. But it pissed me off because motherfucker, I wasn't. You could see that wasn't my fucking shot, but you were just taking that petty ass shit. And I was about drunk, so I blowed that shit way up. And they told the manager of the team said, "Y'all can't come back here and play no more as long as y'all got him on the team." So they kicked me off the team. Said, I showed my ass about that night. Fucking bitch. Oh, shot. It shot. Jumped up there and grabbed the fucking ball off the table. And I'm like, what? She had, I put her ball in hand because I didn't never touch the ball that I was trying to shoot. I let shit drop.
It took me a long time to get to where everybody's rules are different. Now it's
Yeah,
like I'm playing in tournaments, and if you don't hit your ball and hits a rail, it's a ball in hand,
ball in hand. Yep.
and this and that. I mean, we play like me and my friends play pool. Like you guys are, it don't matter. You call your shot, you make your shot. We don't call it off other balls, that stuff. And when we go play in tournaments, as long as it goes in the pocket you call, it's a good shot.
Right,
And if it don't
right.
go there or something, you get a ball in hand. So that's where I kind of lose in the tournaments because I give away a lot of foul shots. They call fouls. It wouldn't be fouls like the way me and my
Yeah,
friends play.
they'll be calling them on you, and you don't call them on them. Yeah,
Right, because I shoot clean pool.
yeah.
But all in all, when it boils down to it, you can go up there and you can run the table and you can make your shots and you call your shots and leave your cue ball where you want it to. Shouldn't nobody beat you anyway.
I did have the pleasure in my life of playing one time. I played 2 games with Johnny Archer. You know who Johnny Archer is?
Yeah, yeah,
I got it way young in life. I played 2 games of pool with Johnny Archer, and
right.
he set me out 4 balls, I think it was, and beat me by them 4 balls. I had all 4 of my balls still on the table when the game was over. I was like, man, I can't play with you anymore. But my partner and him were they wasn't real good friends, but it was my stepdad's brother, and but
Uh-huh.
he actually won a Johnny Archer pool stick, a 5-star Mucci pool stick from Johnny Archer in a
Yeah,
pool game. But yeah,
right.
that was a pretty cool story there.
I think I froze up here.
No, you ain't frozen on my end.
Not on my end.
I don't know what's doing. I don't know what it's doing to me here. I tried to answer a message. Someone said you want to pool tonight. I'm like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it does that when you're on
But
the phone a
that's
lot.
nightly.
A lot of times when people check
Yeah.
messages on the phone, it freezes
And
them.
you know, here's the thing: is if I hadn't come in, nobody would have messaged like, "Hey, you want to play pool?" Because I come here talking to you guys. It's like, "Hey, you want to go out and play pool?" You get it. You
They
get it.
probably sitting on the
You get it.
sidelines watching and damn saying you ain't doing nothing.
You can probably see me on the podcast. Like, let me mess with you. Tell me we want to play pool. You know what I mean? I
Let me
get it.
fuck,
Oh
let me
yeah,
fuck with this
my
guy.
friends are assholes. Yeah, I
Well,
get it.
I'm
I
glad
get
you.
it.
Well,
I'm
now,
glad
not
you kept
all
your
your friends are assholes. Miss Shonda is a sweetie.
heat.
She's all right when she wants to be. That's all
Troublemaker,
a good one. She's my best one.
troublemaker.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Y'all need
That's
to
for sure.
get
That's for
on
sure.
here one night and make some trouble together.
We will. We will. We will.
Yeah,
I talked to her today for a minute, but not a lot. I've been sick. I haven't really been on social media a lot this week, so I just kind of took a break and sleeping a lot.
you do that when you're sick.
Yeah, yeah,
That's your body healing and getting better.
yeah, yeah,
You heal a
yeah.
lot
I got
faster.
me some antibiotics today, so I'm rolling. I'm feeling better. So back to drinking beer. So I won't be long. I'll be wide open.
Hey, good
You
shot
see
of
me with a Budweiser in my hand. I'm like I'm 19 again. I'm good.
I don't drink the beer. Makes you have to pee too much.
Jeez, makes me fat. Puts weight on me.
Yeah, my wife said I've been drinking too much moonshine. I'm gaining weight.
Yeah. Hey, any alcohol because you know that alcohol converts back to sugar in your body, so
Let it
it
convert.
puts it back on you.
Let it convert.
And of course, me, I like to eat, so
Yeah, I like to eat too.
I'm always cooking something.
I'm a little fella, but I like to eat like hell.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I get my wife to cook for me nowadays about once a month.
Yeah,
Boys,
yeah.
stop your line.
Hey, she
I
don't.
don't have one. I cook for me every day. So
I'd lose a lot of weight if I had to cook for myself every day.
oh shoot, not me. I gain weight, dude. I go to the grocery store, I buy what I want. I go out and run with my friends, and we all eat. And they all have wives and cook. And shoot, I got it made.
Yeah, if I had to fend for myself, I'd lose a lot of weight. I don't know.
I actually,
I need a lot of hot dogs, bologna sandwiches, and sloppy joes.
well, now I like that stuff too, but I actually got this system working, and I got like all my friends that play pool with them and buddies around, and I got all their wives in this competition because like one of them will cook something like meatloaf or something. Then all I got to do is go brag to the other one how good this one cooked this. You know what I mean? Then I got the next one to cook it. Then I'll go tell the other one, hey, so I got 3 or 4 of them. By the time I'm done within a week, dude, I got 4 or 5 meals sitting here from everybody's wives to cook for me because they're all in competition. Oh, if she made that, I can make that better. I've learned how to work the system and get fed well. Yeah,
Shadow said evening just wanted to jump in for a minute and support y'all, but y'all damn. He said, but damn, y'all got Ride Daddy. Didn't need me. He
I
can't
heard he's been
explain.
a
Maybe
little under the
back
weather.
in the queue. Shadow, we were just talking about you. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, I heard he's been under the weather too,
Yeah,
so I hope he's
he
feeling
was in
good.
the hospital for a little stay. I don't know exactly what went on there. He hadn't shared that with me, but it's nice to see that you're out and functioning again. Anyway, hope everything's good. And Michelle done
Yeah,
fell off again. So what state are you in, Rod Daddy? I keep forgetting that.
West Virginia.
West Virginia. You
Yeah,
you up there where Mr. Mini Thin. You know who Mini Thin is? Have you heard of him?
I don't reckon.
Man, he's a musician, artist, singer, I guess you would say. You ought to check him out, Mini Thin on YouTube. You might would.
Okay, I will. I will.
He's
I
pretty.
will.
He's pretty wild.
I'm probably 45, 50 miles from Chris Fortner. I'm probably 30, 40 miles from Mark Hatfield Distillery. Um, I'm probably 35 miles from West Virginia County.
Mhm.
I'm in Point Pleasant, home of the Moss
I,
Band.
I did I did service work on food lines and different Publix and different grocery stores for a while up and down the East Coast. And of all the states, and I've told my wife this for years, I grew real fond of West Virginia when I was there. I spent a lot of time in the grocery stores, so that means I've seen a lot of people,
Yeah,
a lot of different people, and there was more people of my kind and yeah, like the type of people I had to hang out with more there than in any other state that I was in. I don't know. I really
right.
I like the country in West Virginia.
I like to be. I mean, and I lived in East Tennessee for a while. I mean, lived down there for a while. Right about 2016, 17, 18, 19 in there during COVID. And then I come home in 2020, 2021 maybe, to back to West Virginia. As soon as I come back to West Virginia, that's when Discovery Channel called me to come back to Tennessee. It was just, but yeah, so I've got ties down there too. Um, I had a house down there and everything, but
So,
I like
so
West Virginia.
how did you end up on that show? Did you put yourself in for that, or one of your damn homeboys pulling a damn trick
Well,
on you or something? Put
all
you
my
in?
I had some buddies and stuff. They asked me for a while. They like been. I wasn't getting mad. Like, hey, won't you come and do this? And I didn't want to do it. And then chief friends of mine said, hey, we're going to apply for master distiller. And I said, oh, are you? They said, you want it? I said, well, let's hell with it. I'll just throw my hat in the ring. And they wanted all this stuff. You send them videos and bios and stuff. And I sent them one email and I worded it like this. I said, my name's Ride Daddy. Y'all already know who I am. Y'all been asking for me. You want me, come and get me. I sent that on Monday. Monday evening at 3 o'clock, they called me and started talking to me. And by Wednesday, it was another interview, and they wanted to send film crew to my house Friday. And Friday, I filmed with them. They said, "Well, we're saving this till like spring. We want to." This was like first part of December, and they're like, "By spring, we want to do like we want to hold you off till spring, and we want to do a special episode with you called Best of the Backwoods. We're going to showcase you. You're a rare breed, this and that." Built me up to be all this. And I was like, okay, well, it didn't last that long. But the next Monday, they called me and said, hey, how quick can you be in Tennessee and film with us? And so that's what I did, which I can say I could go either way. Could I say I regretted it? No, it was a learning experience, but they're not my type of people. They're liberal. They're just not my type of. I didn't fit in real well because I'm old school and we had our share of differences, but all in all, for a week and a half, I was all over the damn television. You know what I mean? They showcased me, but then when they found out that I wasn't going to be somebody I wasn't, then it kind of got to where you know what I mean. Let's get rid of it.
They had hoops. They had hoops that you didn't want to really jump through at that
That's
stage of
that's
life.
that's
Yeah,
about what it boils down to, man.
yeah, that's on.
And then
That's
that
on.
got all twisted around, made me out to be a bad person than what it was worth. And the rumors started flying, and this and that, and you know, and
There's always a villain in the story. You know what I mean?
right. But I mean, you know, they would have never did anything. Look at the guys that One Master store did. They really got out of it. I mean, you know,
No,
and
I ain't gonna sit here and tell you no lie. I didn't never see nothing about. I don't too much watch TV. Period. So
I don't need the.
I don't watch the Masters Distillers. I don't watch the
I
Moonshine.
don't watch any of it anymore, and I don't need the recognition. Everybody knows what my drink is in the jar when I hand it to you. And you
I
drink
do
my
not.
liquor, I promise you know it's going to be right out of your liquor above anybody else's. When you drink my liquor, you're going to be able to set it out above anybody else and know that that's mine. Whether it's better or worse, you're going to know it's mine because it'll be unique.
But with that being said, I do not know what yours tastes like.
Yeah, well, you will. I mean, you will play this game. You will.
He,
You know,
he,
I don't put a lot of liquor out to a lot of people. I
he,
mean,
he,
I do. I mean, like I have a customer base here. You know, most of my stuff goes to guys in the plants and this and that. There's a lot of people privileged to drinking,
do you have
but
any events that you go to on a regular or anything like that?
I mean, I do, but I don't travel much because I don't drive much. Now, if I had to ride more often, yeah, I go, but I don't drive a lot. So, I mean,
Yeah, see,
that's about what that boils down to. I go to Maggieville every year, but I don't always have a ride.
so if you did go to any events, it would be Maggie.
Maggie, Beattyville. I like Beattyville real well. Yeah, I have a good time down there. I like Beattyville, and I like the Hillbilly Jam, and I have never actually been to a popcorn set in Tampa. They say it's a blast.
I've never been to any festival, but we on the way to Louisiana for our first one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, I don't get to go to as many of them as I'd like to. But like I said, I don't drive. That's the key thing. I don't drive. So if
We
somebody's
don't.
going my way, wants to give me a ride, I go with them or something.
I hear you.
Okay, but
That's
other than
understandable.
that, I don't drive.
You made those mac and cheese noodles in the bowl with tinfoil?
I drink too much to drive.
Like noodles, but
That's
not mac and
tuna.
cheese. Yeah. Couldn't think
Kirsten.
of the word.
But yeah, me and my wife fitting to attend our first festival, and this is going to determine whether
Gonna be the Louisiana one, you
yeah,
say?
yeah, we I've been talking about it, about wanting to go for a minute. So Christmas time, whenever, and we've been doing a little podcasting. So for Christmas, whenever we went opening gifts, my wife had bought me a laptop of my own, so I would leave hers to fuck alone, and the tickets to the
You may like it.
yeah,
You may enjoy it. You may like it.
the ticket to the event was on the top of my computer, taped to the top of the computer when I opened it up. Was pretty
Right,
cool,
right.
unexpected but cool.
Yeah, I mean that Louisiana Moonshine Fest, it looks pretty good. And I mean, I missed some stuff that I wanted to go to, but like I said, it's usually either the ride or the money or both. I mean, I can't see paying $600-700 for 3 days to stay somewhere either. I mean, I'm the
Yeah,
kind of guy if I had a ride, I just leave my car
yeah.
before I pay $600.
Well, we got lucky, and Miss April and them was looking for people to share Airbnb, and I think I was one of the first ones to speak up on the podcast one night and say, "Hell yeah!" and she remembered that and got with me. So we're gonna be in the Airbnb, and it was affordable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
it's still 13 and a half hours from here though.
yeah. That's a long way. Where you at? Where you at?
Right outside of Savannah, Georgia.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
I'm
You
about I'm
ain't far
about
from Jeremy Stewart, are you?
no, Jeremy's probably 4 hours from me. So
4 hours. That ain't bad. That ain't
yeah,
bad.
he's in the northwest Georgia, and I'm in southeast Georgia.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Just
Yeah.
about as far. We just about as far apart in Georgia as two individuals could just about get.
I've got a lot of people. I got a lot of people down that country. Like I said, hell, I've actually I've sold moonshine for Jim Parker down in there from here. You know what I mean? Like, hey, meet this woman here. She gonna buy some liquor. You know,
That's
stuff
cool.
like that. And,
That's cool.
I mean, you know, I got a lot of people down in there. So.
I don't make nothing to sell. I make it just for a hobby. I just got me a little keg.
Yeah,
I run that keg and I drink more than I should.
right.
I drink a
And
lot.
that's the fun of it, dude. I mean, that's me. I don't care if I ever really sell a jar of liquor, but you know,
I'm
do
gonna try
some guys
this
that-
one more time. I just looked outside too. We're getting pretty good sized hail.
Oh
So,
my!
and they
Oh yeah, she's dealt with a storm.
Yep. I know her internet's been giving her a fit all night.
Oh yeah, it was 80 here today. By Tuesday or Wednesday here, it's gonna be 32. So
Yeah,
we're
it
getting
was.
that kind of weather.
Yeah, my damn. The truck temperature is a little different when it's sitting in the sun and stuff like that. But it wasn't sitting in the sun that day. I was parked in the shade and we got in the truck to ride down the road. My daughter-in-law was with me and it was 92 degrees on the radio in the truck. She said, "It is fucking hot." I said, I got in the truck sweating from goddamn work. She said, "The damn weather says 80 something." I don't remember what it was it said. And then I said, "Yeah, but look what the truck says." And then read it, that TV and shit, and them computer ain't right here with you. Where you at, where they at might be 82 degrees, but where you at, it's motherfucking
That's right.
closer to fucking 90.
I get it. Oh,
And-
that's right. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
And then you got rain coming in tomorrow, and so the fucking humidity's like 89 fucking percent around here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got my screen door open here. I'm sitting in my living room. I got my screen door open here. Air coming in. It was 80 all day. And
The goddamn
warm.
the pollen's so fucking thick around here right now that you can cut it with a fucking knife out there.
oh, I hate that shit. Older I get, the worse that stuff affects me. I'm telling you.
That and
Oh,
the pollen and shit on top of these goddamn cigarettes that I'm smoking and fucking
Yeah. If I could quit them motherfuckers, I'd be good.
yeah. Let me grab my jug right here. I'll be right back.
All right, brother.
It wasn't far away.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that Michelle, she said, they're not even sure if you heard what I said. We let out the door and getting good sized hail, and they're starting to call off school for tomorrow due to the weather we're getting tonight and tomorrow. So my internet's like the shit right now due to the trees across the road. It look like they're about to just break because the wind is so strong. Well,
Here you go.
are you still watching? Stay safe, hunker down, and stay safe.
Yeah. The hell ain't no good.
Tell Apple Rye thank you from me for joining.
There's no problem. No problem. I've been sick around the house and I had a chance to jump in. And that's why I told y'all I didn't sell Nick. I hop in and all that. So
I'm glad you dropped in. Hang out as long as you want to, and when you get ready to go, let's go. Go. Don't feel obligated to stick around. With that
I
being
just try to catch a buzz. I've been sick, so I just try to catch a buzz.
with that being said, I'm gonna take me a little drink.
There you go. There you go. And old Mark Morgan, he makes a pretty good liquor.
That's just his sticker on my. That's why everybody that sends me stickers, I just collect them on gallon jugs.
I do too. I got them stuck everywhere, man. I got them stuck in my refrigerator, my screen door.
Yeah, I got
do
them.
too.
I got them on my golf cart, and I got me a case of gallon jugs for Christmas. My daughter-in-law, and my son got them for me.
Yeah.
I kept a couple of the jugs, and that's where I've been collecting stickers and putting them at.
Yeah.
I need to get your address and send you a sticker of mine so you'll have one of mine.
Oh, yeah. I need to get some made. My neighbor does some decals and stuff. I need to get some more made. I was doing some like hashtag ride daddies and like you can stick in your truck and shit. So my neighbor does that shit. And I need to get some made. I'll send you one back. But
they just opened. I got a couple of liquor stores that's just open. I got one up the road and then one just opened right here at my house. I've been gonna tag the fucking liquor store window with my stickers.
There you go. There you go.
But I didn't want to cause a lot of unwanted attention, but I just thought it'd be cool to pull up to the liquor store and get me a picture, at least to put it on my page.
Right,
But
right.
I am tagging the liquor store window with a Lonewolf moonshine sticker. I promise you that.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna do it. My wife, she likes to go on cruises, and I like to go too. So, and I've been gonna take them on the cruise with me and tag the boat, but I know they're gonna take that motherfucker off of the boat.
You should send a link to Shonda and say she wants to come in. Tell her I've been here.
Let me
She may, her, Jeremy, both, they may come in. Tell them
maybe
Apple Rise, and they may come in for a
let
few
me,
minutes. I don't know what they're doing, but
I'll send. Let me send her a message right quick. I'm gonna tell her Apple Rice said, "Get your ass in here."
there you go. She may come in for a little bit. I don't know what she's doing, but never know.
Megan, come here.
I'll send her a message right there that said, "Get your ass in here if you're not busy."
There you go. There you go.
If you get Jeremy a link sent too.
Be some cheap entertainment.
They know we're here. They know we're here.
Yeah, they know when I get in, the party gets started.
They know we're here. You know, they kind of know the history of how this come about, and you know, this was supposed to be a Saturday podcast for Paul. Paul was down, couldn't work. He was bored, miserable. We
Yeah.
was on the collective podcast with them guys. You know, I ain't got no problems with them, nobody, nowhere. But we was on the podcast then, and an argument come about one night backstage with me and somebody, and it got all twisted around, and me and Paul wound up getting kicked out the group the next day.
Well,
So
I don't have no problem with nobody, but I seem to get attacked and don't even have to be in the picture.
yeah, well, this is, I was doing it was taken as I was doing the attacking that night. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at a point, I did start attacking, but that wasn't where it generated from. But like I said, no Paul feelings with them guys. But me and Paul was on that podcast Sunday and Tuesday night, and he wanted something to do on Saturday night too because he was down without his foot, you know, and he couldn't go nowhere and do nothing. Couldn't even go to work. He was bored. If he could get on a podcast, if he could sit there and talk to somebody on a podcast every night for a little while, he'd have been tickled to shit to do it every night.
Right.
And me and Paul kind of we grew up. We developed a little friendship and a bond there, you know, between two people that it was unexpected for me, and I'm sure it felt the same way to him. But we felt each other's feelings, I guess you'd say. You know, we grooved. And then when Michelle called me to go up there, and because he was doing bad and all, I never expected to go up there and see her go through what she went through with him passing and stuff. But I'm glad I did. You know, me and my friend was talking today. You know, Paul knew that I was there. He knew that there was a time or two that we was in that room talking to Paul. He was out of his mind on the drugs and stuff that had him on. He wasn't feeling no pain, but you could tell that he heard somebody in there, and he knew the people. He knew the voice that he was hearing was somebody that he. So I feel like, I don't know. I can't explain.
Well, I'm very glad that you all became close with what you was at that time in his life that will happen.
I wish we'd have had more. Honestly, I wish we'd have met sooner and had more time together.
Right.
Me
Me
and Paul we really could have enjoyed each other's company.
And I'm kind of funny about things. I've kept the last messages me and him have back and forth the same way I did before Shining Sam died. I've got messages from people that passed on that you didn't know that was the last time you were going to talk to them. And I just can't bring myself to get rid of them. You know what I mean? Because last time I talked to them, and I know I get it, but it's a sad situation, but it's God's plan. So whatever happened, it happened for a reason. And we have to go with that.
God did everything. Some higher power did that than what
They had a bigger plan for Paul than what we had.
Because I don't do that thing, man. I I don't. When somebody calls me and tells me, "Hey, your uncle's in the hospital dying, go see him," and I'll
Yeah.
tell you right now, well, he's in the best place he could be. They can do something for him. I can't, and I don't ever rush to the hospital. But that day that Michelle called me, I felt in my heart that's the place you need to be. And I left this house. I threw me a pair of pants and an underwear and a toothbrush in a bag and put it in the truck, and with plans of leaving work that afternoon and going up there.
Right.
But when I got on the road and stopped and got a cup of coffee and a tank of gas, I called my wife. I said, I'm going on up there now. So it's telling me to go on up there now. So I'm very, very glad I went up there, but
Yeah. Me too. Me too.
I didn't know what to do when I got there.
Right. Right. Yeah. Kind of helpless in that situation, but you're there.
Yeah, I was helpless, but I'm glad I was there. I'm glad I was there.
I get it, brother. I get it. I get it. I get it fully, dude. I did. Yeah. At least you were there, and it's good to have people, man. And like I said, I mean, Paul had a spot in my heart. I really liked him. I mean, thought a
Yeah,
lot of him. Like I said,
he got in my good side of my heart fast.
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, you can tell a good dude. You can tell a good man. I mean, when you meet him, and that's just it. And Paul was a good one.
I
He was a
hated
good one.
I hated that his favorite damn drink was Jim Beam, but
Yeah, well, yeah. I ain't gonna say it one time. Like I'm kind of an Evan Williams fan. Always have
oh
been.
yeah,
Not the best thing in the world, but
yeah.
yeah,
I'm a chicken cock fan. I don't know if you ever heard of it. They make chicken cock, and it's a Kentucky State bourbon.
yeah,
And it's a 4/5 of it. It's about $52 or $3, something like that. I think it's a pretty good drink,
yeah,
but it's a little pricier than it tastes really.
yeah.
Now I make
Yeah.
my own, but I don't even like what you got in
That's
this.
me. I burn a lot of whiskeys and using a lot of woods. I've been using a lot of like French oak and Brazilian oak and stuff like that, Asian whiskeys and stuff like that. And it's turned out really well.
I'm not having I'm not having good luck with my aging processes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've tried the Jack Daniel's chips, and I've got
And
I
you
built
got to
I got some
get,
boards they're white
go
oak.
to the wood spirals. Go to the wood spirals and make them in various. I mean, like I said, go to your wood spirals and try your French oak, your Brazilian oak, your white oak. I mean, they got them in anything you want. Those wood spirals are a little pricey. But, dude, if you want a rapid age, that's the way to go. I mean, in my opinion.
That's my problem is I'm that motherfucker that knows that I got white oak in the yard out there, boards, planks.
Well,
I got some that I picked up about 10 planks from a guy that had he
yeah.
milled it himself. They had been under the shelter for, he said, a year and a half, 2 years, probably 18 months or so, stacked up, drying like they're supposed to. Well, I got the plank. They about 8 foot long, 6 foot long. Well, I cut them in. They was 1 inch thick, so I cut them in 1 inch strips on the table saw. So I got a stack out there that big, 6 foot long, of 1 inch steaks. And I stuck some in the oven and I charred them for a little while, and I took them out and I burned them for a little while. I don't think I burned them enough, or don't think I charred them enough, or something. The
I
liquor.
always take it. When I do them myself like that, I always take them and I do them about 50-cent piece sizes or so, silver dollar pancake sizes. And I always take a torch and I burn the edges pretty dark, and I draw an X pretty dark with the torch. And then it's really dark. And then, worst them out. And they seem to work real well that way.
So when you torch them, how deep of a char? Like
Like around the edges, pretty good. And like I said, I draw and then I'll put an X in like around because I cut them in, like I said, like, silver dollar pancake size or whatever. And I'll take and go around that torch, and I'll char them pretty good. I mean, I'll get them pretty black.
You let the edges of the say this piece, you let the edge of it ember up and then snuff it out, kind of. That deep of a char, or just blacken it.
Yeah, and then kind of put an X in it the same way, like across, and the same way, pretty dark char, and then wash them out and everything, and then use them like that. I've had pretty good success like that with them.
And you rinse them.
Yeah, rinse them. You got to rinse them, because if not, they turn your liquor gray.
I tried the first thing I ever tried was the Jack Daniels on some I made some peach out of canned peaches. I bought like 30 big cans of peaches, the big 6-pound
Uh
can,
huh.
and made me a big mash out of it and sugar. But
Uh huh.
I tried to char some of it, age it with the Jack Daniels chips. I took them out, spread them out on a pan. I took the torch and I charred all the edges till they embered up pretty good.
Yeah.
I snuffed them out. I kind of wiped them out and picked them up off of there and put them right straight in the jar. And that shit tastes like burnt fucking wood when I
Yeah, you
tried.
didn't rinse them well.
I did not rinse them.
Yeah.
So the next jar I did the same way and rinsed them and put it in the cabinet up there and left it for probably 3 or 4 months.
Mhm.
And then when I pulled it down, it tasted like a damn burnt tree.
Really?
Yep.
Really.
So then
Soak them chips, soak them in water, soak them like for a day after you char them, then
right.
take them out and dry up. And then, I mean, I found the rule of thumb is one thing that I like to do is when I put them in there, I like to take them in and out of the freezer about every couple of days.
In and out the
You know
freezer.
what I'm saying? Like when you're aging, put it in the freezer and then let it sit out in the natural environment for a few days and put it back in the freezer for a day or two.
And then
Like that.
I took my little boards that I had cut into staves. I cut some of them 3 inches, 4 inches long, and I seared the edges up after I baked them in the oven for an hour or 2 or 3 at about 320 degrees or so. I took them outside, and then I crisped up the edges a little bit and dropped them in the half-gallon jars. I did that with, I want to say a gallon, 4 jars, or 4 half-gallon jars, two gallons. And when I tasted them motherfuckers, every one of them tastes like I used green wood for some reason. I don't know if the wood that's just the hint of flavor that I got out of it. Was like like the wood was still green.
Yeah.
So I got the rest of all my staves. They sitting out there on the porch up on the bottom shelf of my Traeger pellet grill, and they just sit there until I don't know.
Try the wood spirals. I mean, I think you really like them. You don't have, they're free range. Don't have to do anything. Drop them in the jar and do their thing.
I need to get me a sugar mama to buy me a damn barrel. I need to do.
Yeah. I'm working on some barrels and stuff. I've got some barrels coming too. I'm gonna do it that way too. But I mean, right now though, rapid aging some whiskey right now is working for me. But like I said, I use the spirals. It works well.
So are you doing a like gallon at the time or a 5 gallon at the time Asian?
I'm doing 5-gallon buckets.
5 gallon bucket at the time.
Yeah, because I got so much whiskey. I mean, time I run, dump them in 5-gallon buckets. It's easier to put the spirals in the bucket.
Just drop them in there and let them go. Yeah. And how long would in the 5 gallon bucket? How long do you generally?
It depends on how dark you want it, and depends on what type of wood I'm using. The French oak's a little lighter right now. It's about 3 months, but I mean, it's not bad considering the caliber of whiskey I'm getting and the flavors I'm getting off of it. Like some of those woods,
French oak
they bring out some amazing flavors. I mean, some of those woods will bring out tannins and flavors in your liquor you couldn't imagine.
Right.
Yeah, some of them give hints of vanilla, some of them give hints of cinnamon, some of them give hints of. I mean, they're just different.
Yeah, I'm looking for the whatever caramel. That's what I'm.
Well,
more vanilla notes is what I'm looking for in my clear liquor, my bourbon drink.
Yeah, I like the caramel notes myself. If you find a grain that you can bring that caramel out, just here. I ordered some Breeze rye with caramel here just not too long. Excuse me, not too long ago, and run that and the clear liquor. It really didn't come through as well, but I decided to take a Brazilian oak and put it with it. Put that Brazilian oak in there, and it brought it all out to me. It's trial and error. I mean, it's just trial and error.
Shonda says she can't come on.
Cry baby.
Shonda says she can't come on right now.
Yeah, she cry baby. Probably at the casino or something. But yeah.
Well, with that being said, right, Daddy, I appreciate you. I appreciate talking to you now. Don't be a stranger. It don't make a damn who's on here when we live. You got an open invitation anytime you want to stick your head in here.
Well, I play a lot of pool and I run a lot, so I try to pop in when I can. Like I said, I'll happened to be around the house this weekend, and it's just perfect opportunity for me to come in and say hi if y'all wanted me to.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did. Yeah, the night was a good night for you to stick your head in here. Michelle's having problems with her
Right,
internet. And
right.
give me and you a chance to kind of freshen up on who you are and who I am. I'm just a
Yeah,
South.
yeah. We get to catch up, talk a little bit of liquor, and run
Yeah,
some ideas back and forth with each other.
yeah. So you say you
That's
run a
what it's
50,
about.
you run a 50 gallon, right?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
something?
running a 30 right now.
Oh, a 30.
Yeah, yeah. I got it from Bruiser down at Tiger's house. Um, he gave me a good deal on it. Here, I just went and bought this. I was running a 50 gallon, and I run a 5 gallon. I've got several steels. You know what I mean? I got experimental steels, and I got this and that. But I just wanted something different, and I wanted something I didn't have to paste anymore. And that's why I went Bruiser and
Yeah,
had him.
all of my everything I got out there is a tri clamp.
Yeah, well, see, I never did do that, any of that. I've built a lot of my own steels, and I just decided I was tired of that. I wanted Bruce to build me one where I clamp all together and stuff, and 30 gallons seemed to be about what I needed for where I'm at right now because everything I got matches and it fits.
Yeah,
So, and it runs enough to keep up.
I had a pretty good size one, and it was just I never ran it because it was just like I say, it's me by myself. I had a 70 gallon all copper, and
Yeah,
I let it go to somebody. I won't disclose all that information.
that's a lot for one man.
That's a lot for one person.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I've seen the time that they was a couple of us that run 250 gallon sub pots. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, I got my little keg, but I feel like I need just a little bit more than that.
And I think so.
I feel like for the work that I put in, that 15 gallon is just a little bit small. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah, yeah. 15 is a little small, especially if you're trying to keep up with this and that. 30 is about perfect for me with what my setup I got now. It allows me to keep up and stock up and
I'm thinking that I would probably like a 30 a little
yeah.
more than
You're probably about like me. A 30 or 40 gallon pot's about, it's feasible. Doesn't
yeah.
take a lot to run it. One man can handle it if you need to, whatever. Of course, I got a partner, like I said, so it makes it easier on me. But
But I always do.
I
I
just,
always do. My smallest mash barrel out there is 35 gallons. You know what I'm saying?
that's about where I'm at. My barrels are 32, so you,
I got more 55 gallon, 60 gallon barrels than I do anything. So normally
yeah,
that's what I normally do is about a 45 or 50 gallon mash every time. And
right,
with that keg still, with my little keg out there, wines, I get a couple 3 runs out of a barrel.
right.
Whereas I would really, I think one barrel at the time would. I think
That's
I feel.
That's why I went with because my mash bills are 32. Time you add the grain, I'm getting about 1 year at a time. I'm matching my mash bills with my pot. That's
Right.
why I decided to go with 30.
That's kind of, I feel like I need to bring my pot up to my mash barrel size, kind of,
Yeah.
because it
I
to make.
mean, you can always add an extra keg and just do a double pot distillation.
I thought about that, but I feel like a copper one's so much faster heating than it would be. So I ain't never run on a copper pot. I feel like a copper pot will heat up twice as fucking fast, and I'd be done a whole
Double
lot
pot
faster.
is, well, I mean, it's a different flavor too. I mean, I don't care what they say, and I run keg stills and stuff. Hell, I gave Sean and Drew their keg still when they was down here, and Drew's like, I need a pot. Hell, we need a keg. Yeah, I said I got to call them to fit enough. Hell, I got you one right over there. Hand it to them.
Mhm.
I've got steel setter,
Yeah,
copper.
I got a horse head. I got Phil Billy. I got mine from all my stuff from Phil Billy, and
Billy does.
I got a horse head cap on mine, and
Yeah,
it's when I start, I'm just about guarantee you when I start pumping, it's about 163 proof when I start.
that's
It,
pretty good. That's pretty
that's,
good.
so it ain't making nothing bad. I don't think.
I run a single pot till worm. I don't use a thumper. I run a single pot till worm. Always have.
So
I get the flavor out I want because if
you
you
got
want the flavor,
you don't got a lie bag or nothing or shotgun. You got a pot style worm.
yeah, I got a barrel of worm. Yeah, I got 20 foot 5/8 worm in a barrel.
Yeah, like I said, I bought everything that goes on top of my keg to the from Philbit. I got the little 5 gallon bucket condenser. I got the 2.5 gallon infuser thumper. And
Not knocking the shotgun condenser because of kind of like hitting their problem free. I mean,
yeah, I had never used anything other than what I've got.
yeah. But I've always been a traditional guy. I've always run the woods. I've always run the pot and the worm, and I was always taught, you can bring your flavor out through your mash. You can bring it out through the pot and the worm if you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
And that's how
I even got the little jar infuser that you can put on top of the
yeah,
thumper. But I used it one time. My problem with it is not that I don't like it. I don't like I need another valve to where I can turn it, infuse what I got in that jar and turn it off and take that jar off and fill it up and bring it back. All I got,
yeah,
I got one valve on it. Whatever's in that jar, when they finish putting it in there, it's done. Unless I shut her down and start over, kind of thing.
right.
And I ain't. So I
More
tried
of a
to.
headache like this.
Yeah, what I need is I need to get somebody to make me a little funnel to put on the little top of my thing where I can just fill the funnel up every time and dump it in and with an
Yeah,
open top.
yeah,
Something with an open top.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
I
to
agree.
get all I got to do is call Phil Billy and let him know what I want, and he'll build it for me. No problem.
Oh yeah, he will. He's an innovator, dude. Him guys like and I like what they do. They innovate, and I'm a fan of it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just a traditional guy. I'm a pot to worm guy. I'm a single pot distiller.
Yeah, and that's what I got. I got like I said, I got my keg, cap, the thumper, condenser. That's me. I don't anything else. I'd be like a column seal. I'd probably it'd be too hard for me to set that son of a bitch up than I'd want to do. Really.
I mean, the real benefit with the all copper
Yeah.
shit is, you remove a lot more sulfides and, you get a lot smoother product. But then again, you got versus copper and stainless is cleanliness. Keeping it clean, copper,
Well,
it's a lot more maintenance.
how much difference is a copper pot versus if say per se only the pot, everything else is copper. I got everything else copper from everything that takes.
Right. It's still a big difference.
I did.
Still a big difference. It's still a lot more maintenance.
Yeah, yeah. The maintenance is not what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, copper you gotta clean. Yeah, that's
I'm not looking
that's the
forward.
big thing. Anymore, you can go to Walmart and buy that citric acid. That's just keep you put you a damn thing of citric acid in there and do your cleaning run. You're done with it. But that's an extra cleaning run you got to do on copper. Stainless.
I try to run mine. I try to run mine enough that I don't got to do too many cleaning runs.
Right. And there's times that I run a copper still. I'm running a lot and not taking much breaks, maybe day 2, 3 here or there. That I'll hose my steel out and set it back. That patina and that copper, it kind of gives flavor, dude. I mean, so
I've
you get it. I mean, when you got clean.
I've had mine for hell, I don't know, a couple of years now. I wiped it off a little bit, but I ain't never per se cleaned. I've done a cleaning run. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
I ain't never worried about polishing it up or nothing like that.
Yeah. With stainless, I mean, basically, you can almost hose it out. It's ready to go. It's pretty maintenance free. But
Yeah.
like I said, there's benefits with it. And that all comes back to the ions and the copper, removing sulfates and all that stuff out of your liquor, and some different things that the stainless won't do. Even though you got other copper in there too. I mean, you kind of got to get.
That goes back to what we were talking about a while ago, the internet and accessibility to get to stuff like that. I don't have to do all that research to learn what we're talking about here. Somebody's done that for us. I just got to put these ears in his brain to work. I got to listen to what a motherfucker's saying. Everybody's saying it, and if everybody's saying the same damn thing that's done it for 20 or 30 and 40 years, some sound like they might know what they're talking about.
Right. But I don't knock anybody, but I see some guys that ask questions in this facility thing, and you try to give them a simple answer to what they're looking for. But some of the questions they ask you, kind of wonder sometimes how they're even distilling anything.
Well, yeah,
it's like,
I
everybody starts somewhere.
I see a lot of these questions that I almost give an answer to, and then I'm like, this person don't really need to answer that question. I don't know if I need to advise this person. If I help this person, I might look that damn ignorant to it. You know what I mean?
that's why I kind of don't answer a lot of questions, but I do here and there if I can help
I
someone.
try to.
I
I
will.
try it now. Now, if somebody comes on here and asks a question, it don't make a damn how silly I think it is. I'll try to
That's
address it.
me, and there's no dumb question because everybody starts somewhere.
But in the different groups and stuff that I'm in on Facebook, I see people. They really need to learn to make grits or something in the house before they try to make any moonshine.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm thinking,
That would be
man, how do you not wear yourself up? I mean, I'm thinking, how do
my
you not?
suggestion. My suggestion would be go in the house and make you a pot of grits. If you can't do that, practice. Practice making. If you can't make a pot of grits that you'll eat, you might as well not even try to make moonshine.
That's good. That's a good. I like it. Good. But all in all, like I said, I don't discourage anybody because there's no dumb question. You know.
Yeah,
But
that
if
is
someone
a
reaches out
dumb
to me
question.
and they say, "Hey, can I message you? Can I ask you something?" I'll talk to them. But as far
Yeah.
as going in groups and stuff and answering something, I just don't even do it
Yeah,
anymore.
I have, and it's a wormhole.
Yeah, yeah,
Some of the questions turn into getting some crazy fucking answers.
right. And you got guys that here's where distinguishing all of that comes into play. You got guys that give scientific answers, and you got guys that try to give simple distilling answers that like
Yeah,
have to bring the other side.
yeah,
I've always tried to be in the middle of that because I guess I've been lucky in both worlds. I mean, I know the distilling side of it. I've been in the backwoods for years. I've done this for years. Versus, I'm also educated. I have a degree in chemistry and stuff like that. So, when it comes down to it, I try to simplify it to where someone can understand.
You
You
can
know,
this one.
Stitch one's empty.
I mean, 'cause I can sit and talk about grains, and I can talk about diastatic power and see how to do the math, this and that, but some people may not be able to pick up on that.
you know
Because
that's one of the things that I have a problem remembering. Being as I do use the enzymes and stuff like that, I have the diastatic
right,
power that this has got against this and this and this. I have a problem keeping
right,
that. If I ain't got it wrote down anywhere, so every time I get out there making a mash, I have me a recipe in my head that I want to try,
uh-huh,
and then I'll get out there and I'll be like low on enzymes or something like that, and I'll be like, "Fuck,
yeah,
have I got
yeah,
enough barley in there now?" So putting
yeah,
the proper say I'm doing a 50-gallon mash, using enough barley to convert everything has always been a issue to
sure.
me because
Yeah,
I've
using
always
that barley, using it at the right temperature, how much you're using it, and I get that,
yeah.
That's just kind of how you got to, sometimes some of the people don't understand that because
And
they don't have
and that's got a
to
lot
do
to
that.
do with me being out there by myself too, doing what I
Sure.
do. It's a lot for one motherfucker to remember on the fly because I don't write. I ain't the type of person to carry a notepad around with me and write.
Me neither. I don't write it. I've never written a recipe down my life.
I
If
know
you
you got
call
the
me
cooking.
tomorrow
I
and
know
say,
you got the. I know the key. I know the key temperatures and the key time limits.
well, and that's, I mean, you call me tomorrow and say, hey, I'm going to do this grain, this grain, this grain, I'm going to add this, this, and this. I need a recipe. I was thinking about making this. Can you give me a recipe? Well, I'm going to say, yeah, and I'm going to sit there and think about it for 3 or 4 minutes, and it comes in my head. And I'm going to say, hey, here's what you do. Take these grains here, put them together, do this temperature, this, and there you go. And try
Yeah,
to simplify it for you.
yeah,
And that I think is where sometimes your new distillers get lost in it trying to figure it out because sometimes people make it too complicated for them. Instead
yeah,
of just saying, hey, okay, so this is what you want to make. Why don't you take this, and that's how many you're gallon you're doing right. So do this percentage, this grain, this much of this one, this much of this one, and break it down for them and make it pretty easy.
So
And
I know you like you right. Well, you got to go to corn. You got a corn that you like more than
um,
others.
honestly, dude, honestly, I use a lot of milled corn, a lot of yellow corn, sometimes some white corn. Um, Basically, I get most of my corn from the co-op. I got a guy that's
Just yellow
he's
dent.
oh yeah, pretty much a lot. I like white corn better, but I use a lot of yellow. I use a lot of yellow milk corn and stuff like that. Um, but you know,
I'm looking for one of our fellow shiners to knock my socks off with a yellow corn recipe
oh yeah,
that I like.
yeah,
Cause I'm not real fond of the yellow corn.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
the
I'm not a big fan. I mean,
I've tried the Jimmy Red. I've tried the Bloody Butcher. I've tried the Ohio Blue. Hickory King.
Honestly, I would rather use white corn or silver cream corn than I would
I
yellow.
like it.
But it's
My
just
favorite.
deal with
My favorite so far is the Hickory King, but I do like the Bloody
it.
Butcher.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that I would really like the Bloody Butcher and the Hickory King combined with a winter wheat or something like that.
Leave it there.
I don't. I'm still searching for my favorite.
You'll
favorite.
find it. You'll
Yeah,
find it.
I've only been doing
That's
it.
all trial and error, experimenting. This is being a mad scientist, dude. Just have at it, find out what you love, and just do it. You know.
My
And I mean, now,
problem is I'm scared I'm gonna make something that ain't gonna be worth a fuck, and I don't. I want to make something that I don't want. I got to
well,
spend the time on that. I spend the time on that mash and sweat all over the top of that motherfucker and everything else. And sweat all that goddamn time while I'm running them jars. I don't want
but
to.
we've all, I'm sure, made shit that ain't. You know, I mean, I made jars I wouldn't hand to nobody. I promise you
Yeah,
that.
well, I
But
mean,
hand your jars can be excellent. I mean,
my problem was in the beginning is I didn't want to throw nothing away. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
get rid of the full shots for sure. I always throw off a large amount of my full shots. I throw off more
yeah,
than
no,
I throw away a good portion of heads with the full shots.
yeah.
Consider the full shots. But
Well, I mean,
I
you
used to
got to
not
start
never
with
those heads. I
if you make them
always wanted to keep them heads for some reason, mix them back in there because they were such good proof, and
right,
that
right.
was hard.
Well,
That
that
was
doesn't
hard
hurt.
for me to get away from.
Well, it redefines them. I mean, that doesn't hurt none. But I mean, honestly, I never really. You're fucking like sugar shine and shit. It don't hardly produce that many hits at all. You got your grain liquor.
I've never
There's
done.
really not a lot of hits on grain. There's some, but more of your heads come off like your fruits because of the pectinase in them, the pectin and stuff. I mean,
Right.
you'll get more heads off the fruit. But yeah, I don't really waste a lot of liquor. I know about when my heads are off and stuff, and like on 30 gallons of grain and stuff, I don't
How
have
much
a
experience you got with pears?
10, 12 ounces of heads, you know.
How much experience you got with pears?
Pears. I've
Yeah,
used a lot of pears.
that's the go-to fruit that I got around here to come
I
to.
like pears. Pears is a smooth. Pears is good. I like pears. I've
But
run a lot with pears.
this year when I do them, I'm gonna get you a taste of it. And I want you honest, straight from the hill. I want to
Good
know
deal.
what you think about this pear that I've been. I just
Good
pear,
deal.
this year's the first year that I've done them, and
Oh yeah.
everybody kept telling me how hard the pears was to get the flavor out of.
They're not that
And
bad.
everybody suggesting this yeast and do this and do that, and I not being a shithead to anybody, I didn't follow nobody's instructions. I
Right.
did I did my own thing, my own way for a reason because I wanted to experiment. I wanted that. I knew that this coming year I was gonna have more pears, and if I tried this and it didn't work, I could do it different next year. So I
Yeah.
tried. I put my pears down. I fermented my pears. What I did was I cleaned them and cooked them for a few minutes, for a little while, of course, and put them down, grind them up. I didn't grind them up. I chopped them up,
Yeah.
beat them up, and
Yeah.
I got a drill with a fucking mixer that beat them up real good. Anyway,
Yeah.
I fermented nothing but the pears first with minimum water. I got I put enough water in it to get my gravity about 6.5, about 6.5,
Yeah.
about 65, not quite 70. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
I fermented out the pears. Thought I was gonna make a true pear brandy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I started running it, and I know how my still produces liquor. It comes out religiously. It comes out between 158 and 163 when I start out a run. When I was running my first run of pear brandy, it came out at about 115 or 120 the first little bit did. So I knew something was wrong. So I backed up, stopped, shut everything down. I dumped all my back set back in the goddamn drum with what was there, and I added sugar, and I got my gravity up to about 75, and I re-fermented it again. Man, the
Yeah.
goddamn pear popped in that drink so fucking hard
Yeah.
that
I usually when I'm using pears and stuff, I usually shoot for about 80 at 8 that's about usually right in there in that range. And if I'm a little high, I don't care.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But I mean, I always told everybody, and I mean, I'm a single pot guy that works, and you got to kind of keep this in your head. A lot in the beginning will bring you some out in the end. You know, you lose that flavor doesn't always. If you want a lot of flavor, if you're especially using fruit, don't be afraid to overdo it in your mash with the fruit. Get
Yeah.
them flavors to carry.
Right, pilot to it.
Yeah, power to it. You're not gonna hurt it. I've got here at the end of the month, a friend of mine's gonna bring down some frozen mulberries, blackberries, and strawberries. So I may even just do them all in a triple fruit thing. So,
That'd probably good.
yeah,
It'd be hard to guess which one's gonna pop the hardest or the strongest.
that I mean, probably maybe the strawberry. I'm not sure, but then the mulberry kind of strong and it's dark. So I don't know, but I'm gonna try to just like I might just do them all in one. I might separate them, but I'm really thinking I'm just gonna do them all together. So just and I mean it's free. We've been wanting to hang out, and he's coming in from Indiana. He's like, hey, I'm gonna bring you some fruit down March 31st, and he's got them all frozen and everything. So
Yeah.
it should work good. We done, kid.
Good.
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 I've been watching the phone.
She's been watching us on the phone.
I've been
Oh,
watching.
has she?
Oh, she's been
Oh.
watching no, she's been watching YouTube. My bad.
Oh, I like YouTube.
I like
Yeah, I like YouTube.
She likes to watch the flip ups where
The short.
the shorts that you
Yeah.
do, just like TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, she likes that
Oh,
shit. Now go find your phone.
yeah.
It's your
I
phone.
love it.
Well, right, Daddy, we've been on there a couple of hours. I don't want to keep you all night, brother.
Well, yeah, I probably got to work my thing shortly anyway. I'm glad you had me on. We got to talk a little liquor. And, hey, we'll talk on the side. Just get a hold of me. And we'll talk a little bit of liquor, and I'll come back in when I get a chance.
Yeah, do that. Please do. Feel free anytime you want to. Just ask. You know, I think you can come in and let it be known you want to come on just by the same link I just sent you. But if not, just hit the comments and say, hey, and I'll send you the link right away. If I catch the
Sounds
comment.
good, bro.
If I catch the comment. Sometimes I get a little cross-eyed and cross-wired. And,
You, Michelle, or somebody, if I got a chance to come in, I get a hold of one of you.
yeah, just send one of us a private message or something.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Appreciate you coming on tonight.
Y'all have a good night. Love them grandbabies. Tell them Ride Daddy said hello.
Thank you for popping in.
All right, brother. Love you. Be good.
Love you too, brother.
All right.
I'm gonna play that song one time for me and Paul before we go, and then I'm gonna call it a night, everybody.
The moon sits low above the hickory line. Clear liquid fire burning smooth and fine. We unscrew the lids of these mason jars. Two shadows drifting under ancient stars. No heavy secrets weighing on the floor, just a night breeze kicking at the door. The lone wolf and moose side by side. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide, just two shiners sipping on mason jars. The lone wolf and moose keeping it real. Pass the jar and let the spirit blow. Never no drama or stress, just two friends having fun where the wilder rivers start to flow. No storms to chase and no debts to pay. We found the light in a different way, keeping it real in the velvet dark. From a single match to a steady spark, just two souls in a holy state, leaving the world outside the gate. I see the reflection in the dusty glass, watching the heavy season slowly pass. You don't need a map when you're already there. breathing in the sweetness of
Anybody
the
watching gonna come
mountain
in
air.
before we get out of here? At the end of the night, if anybody wants to come.
The moose stands steady and the wolf stays true. The old ways are better than the brand new. No frantic motion and no bitter tongue. Just the same song that the timber sung. Pass the jar and let the spirit flow. Never no drama or stress. Just two friends having fun where the wilder rivers start to flow. No storms to chase and no debts to pay. We found the light in a different way, keeping it real in the velvet dark. From a single match to a steady spark, just two souls in a holy state, leaving the world outside the gate with a lone wolf.
Good night, everybody.